today, yes, I am doing another video. I know 2 in a row after being absent so long. I guess I'm making up for lost time. But anyway, I want to talk about being a nurse and visiting another hospital either as a patient or a visitor. And then Dad wants you to pick up that tool bag right there. And then what it's like visiting a hospital as a patient or a visitor when you already have, like, you're a nurse, right? So you're a healthcare worker and it's like you're on the other side. So the first thing I want to talk about is when I went to visit my dad in the hospital. I met his nurse, and she was a nice lady. She looked like she was probably about my age, maybe younger. And my mom told her that I was a nurse. My mother's also an LPN, so we were all like nurses. And I asked her for a report, just like I would if I was taking over the patient. So I asked about his vital signs and his blood, his fluids and his labs and what medications he was on. I looked at his IV solution and everything like that. So she answered all of my questions. She did a good job with that. But later on, she went to give my dad his medication and his IV. And then she used the hand sanitizer, which was okay. You can use the hand sanitizer, but eventually, like after 5 uses, you should use soap and water just to get the film off of your hand, because that will serve as a barrier for the germs. So anyway, she used the hand sanitizer, she put on her gloves, then she went and got out all of her supplies to administer the medication, which I don't like. I think you should get your supplies out first, then wash your hands, apply your gloves, and then administer the medication or the procedure, whatever. When she was putting her gloves on, she dropped one of the gloves on the floor, and then she picked it up and put it back on and proceeded. And I saw that, and my mom saw it, and we were just like, for real? Like, you really gonna do that right in front of us? So I was appalled. I was flabbergasted. I was shocked. I was all of the above. And in my mind, I saw myself going off on this nurse and then getting kicked out of the building, like being dragged out of the hospital by security. And, God is working with me on that. I mean, I was born with a temper, and God is really trying to pull me off of that temper and make me a humble and patient and meek person. But this is my struggle, you see. So I didn't say nothing because I didn't want to do anything that I would end up regretting later. I didn't want to go off on this lady. So I was just like tapping my mom, like, Ma, you see what she just said? And my mom was like, wait a minute, hold on. She went over to the nurse and she said, you're going to change your gloves, right? And I'm like, that's all you want to say to her? That's it? I want to see her manager. I need to speak to her supervisor, because I feel like this. I'm a nurse. My mother's a nurse. Not only am I a nurse, but I'm in school. Like, I told the girl that I was in school. I told her what school I went to. Like, I'm in school. Students know more about the technical parts of the practice more than the actual practice. So it's like, that I know that what you did was wrong. And that I know. I mean, that I'm watching you. Like I was like watching everything she does. And I just couldn't believe. I was like, oh, she must really want to, like, get in trouble or something. Like, I felt like she was testing me or something. So anyway, I didn't say anything. But my mom did speak to the manager. My father got transferred to another part of the unit the next day, and he got a new nurse. And the new nurse was older. Not that that's a reflection. I don't want to say that age has anything to do with it, because I'm a younger nurse. People, I've had colleagues judge me in the past just because I look young. So I don't want to say, oh, this girl is incompetent because she's young. I think she's just incompetent. See, has nothing to do with her age. But this other nurse was much better. She was very clean conscious, I would say. Very nice, helpful. The other girl was nice too, but would you drop a piece of cheese on the floor on a Subway and pick it up and give it to your dad? Like, that's what I felt like she was doing. Like, in his IV, I mean, come on now. So anyway, the next story I want to talk about really quick, because I'm up on 6 minutes. I went to the hospital on New Year's Day because I had chest pain, and I thank God he healed me. But the nurse who came in to DC my IV, he also came in, used the hand sanitizer, put on his gloves, and then he went into the drawers and took out all of the supplies, which is just a piece of gauze and tape, to DC my IV. And I was like, I'm sorry, can you just wash your hands and change your gloves? And I told him, I said, I'm a nurse and I'm extremely fickle about, I'm very particular about infection control, and I really feel like you should you should wash your hands, prepare your materials, use the hand sanitizer, and then put on your gloves. Like, that's what I think should happen. And he didn't do that, so I explained that to him, and he was very nice about it. He was telling me about what school he went to, and so he started talking about his wife and his kids. So nice guy. But I'm very picky about these things. When I go to like a nursing home or a hospital, either as a visitor or what else, I'm just extremely picky. And I know it's annoying to the workers. I know, like, I'm nice about it, but I just, it could be life or death, right? So that's all I wanted to talk about. If you have any input or you want to share your experience, hit me up, do a video response, write a comment. Just let me know. Let me know how you feel about this. Like, should I lay off? I'm not going to. But what do you think? When you see another healthcare worker not doing what you know that they should be doing, like if I were you, this is how I would do it, and like, how do you react to that? I mean, do you just not say nothing? Do you play it cool? Or are you like me and it's just like, I'm sorry, I gotta say something. I gotta stop you. How is it? What's up? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. God bless you all. Peace and blessings. Peace.